Claude has been the best AI coding model ever since Sonnet 3.5 came out over a year ago, so it was no surprise to see Anthropic trying to gain developer market share by building Claude Code. And last month, a lot of people switched from Cursor to using Claude Code, and there were a lot of good reasons, which we'll talk about in a moment. But today, things completely changed, because OpenAI released GPT-5, which appears to be the best AI coding model that we've ever seen, and Cursor released the Cursor CLI, which is a command line interface very similar to Claude Code that you can use interactively or as part of a workflow. Okay, but to back up for a second, why was Claude Code even a good thing or a great idea? Well, this is the reasoning that I've seen people use. They say that, you have the model provider, and that's Anthropic in this case, and then you have tools sitting on top of that. So you got Cursor, you got VS Code, all these other tools, right? Now, the code that exists, right, is on the person's computer, and these tools are looking at that code. And then when you're making requests, you're asking these tools to modify your code, and what they're doing is reading it, and then sending it over to the model provider, getting it back, and then they are updating your code. They take the model results and they figure out how to slot them in and update your code. So there's stuff going on here like edit file, read file, search, and so on. They have all of these different functions, and they have an agentic flow that can run through all of these steps and interact with the model. So what Claude Code did is say, you know what? We can just do all of this directly. We can just interact with the code instead of Cursor. The thinking goes that because they control the model, they could do a better job of properly feeding in all of those details and cut out inefficiencies and word their prompts in a certain way that the model would work really well with, because they know exactly how it works and what sort of inputs it expects. And if they have direct access to your code, then they have everything they need to be able to quickly update that, and they can, again, just cut out the middleman, right? These guys need to make some money as well. So theoretically, if you just have Claude Code and it's directly interacting with the model, and the same company owns all of these pieces, it should be more effective, more efficient, and that's what some people were betting on. Now, this line of reasoning makes a lot of sense from the model provider's perspective, because if you build your company like this, and then a better model provider comes into the picture, and let me rename this, what happens in this scenario is you just get replaced. And now all of that revenue that was coming to you from these middlemen is now going to your competitor. So it makes a lot of sense to try to build your own AI coding product and try to own the full stack to protect yourself from this situation. But from the end user perspective, this is clearly the preferred approach. Like, you would much rather just have access to the latest and greatest model and have a user experience that is consistent even as these models change. And the reality is, these models are more or less interchangeable. Yes, you can train your model to be good at agentic tool calling and code specifically, but other firms are doing the same thing. AI coding tools like Cursor are actually in a really good position because they can create a very consistent user experience. You can learn how to use the tools, and then they just benefit as the AI providers make their models better and better. Obviously, the Cursor team has been working very closely with the OpenAI team as they showed it off in the GPT-5 live stream today. They actually had Michael Truell, the CEO of Cursor, on that live stream showing it in action.
I'd like to welcome Michael Truell, who is the co-founder and CEO of Cursor.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Great to have you.
Yes.
Now, any advice for people on how to get the most out of GPT-5 in Cursor?
I would suggest using it for your real work. And its code-based understanding is very impressive. Also, its ability to be steered is impressive. Excited to partner with you guys. And so yeah, starting today, GPT-5 is default for new users in Cursor, and we're releasing it to all Cursor users. And it is the smartest coding model we've ever tried.
Awesome.
Now, I haven't tried GPT-5 in Cursor myself just yet. I'm going to do that extensively after this video, and I'll post a video with my results tomorrow. But from everything I've seen so far, it looks to be really solid. Theo Brown of T3 Chat actually had early access to it, and he was just blown away. Apparently it has really low hallucination rates, works really well with agentic coding, and is a very steerable model. So I'm excited to get working on it. But here's the thing, it doesn't end with GPT-5. GPT-5 is just the current best model. And if Google comes out with another model that's even better, well, Cursor gets the benefit from that while Claude Code does not. And Anthropic isn't particularly incentivized to allow their tool to be used with other AI models because that kind of ruins the whole point. They're doing this to gain market share in the developer market, and they benefit from having that tight coupling of the model with the tool that actually applies the code changes. Now, I also want to talk about the Cursor CLI because I think it's a really big deal, but first I want to share some news with you all and ask for your support because this Saturday, August 9th, I'm launching my first ever product. It's launching on Product Hunt. It's called VibeScan, and it helps you make sure that your code is fast, bug-free, and secure because we're all using AI to code, but when you're going so fast, it's hard to keep track of all the changes, and VibeScan helps you make sure that you're shipping high quality code. So anyway, if you have a minute on Saturday, go check it out. I'd really appreciate your support. Now, the other special thing that Claude Code has is the form factor. It's not a full-fledged code editor, it's something you can run in the command line, which means you could have other programs utilize it, or you could feed data into it. You can really customize it much more. But Cursor had a response to that as well by releasing their own CLI. And the Cursor CLI works with any AI model. I've actually had early access to it for the last few days, so I've been playing around with it, and I gotta say, it really works. You're able to make requests, it's going to change your files, and you can use it in many of the same ways that you would use Claude Code. Now, obviously it's new, so it's not as feature-rich as Claude Code, but it does have some distinct features that do set it apart, like the ability to review all of the changes that were made to your files. And you know what else is special about this one? You can use whatever model you want to. So now that GPT-5 is out, you could use that. Or if Claude 5 comes out, you'll be able to use that. You're not locked in like you are with Claude Code or Gemini. So we finally have a CLI that allows you to use whichever model you actually want to use. I'm looking forward to trying it out embedded inside of a workflow, and I'm going to have a dedicated video talking through the Cursor CLI and all of the different flags and features that it has. So in my mind, Cursor just took down two of the biggest differentiators that Claude Code had, which was the form factor and being able to use it in the command line, and also the overall quality and cost of the solution, because now you can use the best AI coding model inside of Cursor, and obviously it's really well integrated, and you have the ability to switch to lower cost models to accomplish more tactical tasks. Now, I will say Cursor could do a better job of being transparent about their pricing, and I hope that they add something to the CLI that gives you the cost for your various requests. I think that's something that Claude Code still has right, but overall, I see a lot of upsides to staying inside of Cursor because it integrates with all of these various providers, so you can take advantage of the latest and greatest models. It's a legitimate value add to me, and I get the benefit of not having to switch tools every time a new model comes out. Now, obviously, these are some game-changing features, so I'm going to be making some new tutorials, so make sure to check out these videos where I go further into depth on all of these details. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you there. Take care.